Mine's the exact same. This was not a good map for that.
You know what? I feel like I'm in a pretty valid spot, but I feel like the second I whistle, I'm cooked, so.
Guys?
Yeah?
Simon Says Whistle.
We're not playing Simon Says, Ashley.
There is no whistling here.
Yo, Emma.
What's up?
Press 1 on your keyboard if you're built like that.
No, because you wouldn't press it.
I actually just heard like 4 whistles and just got confused. Was that you?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Maybe I am about that life.
She's coming
I don't know.
towards you. She's coming towards you.
Oh. Okay.
Bro, Ashley needs a new headset, dog. She's not even going the direction of where I whistled.
Why are you running?
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Live Fam Game. Now today, bro, I got a pet alien worm, Spit Slime by Terra Green. Shout out Terra Green as always, bro. Makes the most peak animal content out there, not gonna lie. This one, the thumbnail definitely caught my eye on this one, bro. It looks kind of crazy, chat. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing if this really is an alien worm, chat, or if it's like real close to something that would resemble it in the first place. But yeah, chat, we're gonna be checking this out. So without further ado, Mr. Grab your popcorn. Let's see.
This is an alien worm.
Oh,
it is
hell
an
no.
extremely rare worm species that
So this nigga be busting? Hold on, bro. We just started the video, Terra Green. Like, what's up? Why you got motherfuckers squirting at me, bro? You gotta relax.
This is an alien worm. It is an
even know if we like
extremely
that.
rare worm species that has the insane
Relax.
ability to shoot slime out of its mouth to glue its prey to the ground. Usually, you wouldn't.
So it's like, you know how spiders, shoot their webs and trap people and stuff? Not people. That would be crazy. I mean, probably in Australia. They probably capturing people there. No, but for real though, like this motherfucker has slime that traps animals and insects and shit. So that's very scary. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Cause they probably thought they're getting a free shower or something, and all of a sudden they stuck and they getting eat from the butt.
Prey to the ground. Usually, you would never be able to find one of these, but I just found this website that somehow had 10
Alien
of them in
worms.
stock.
Oh my
What
gosh,
the
I have
fuck?
never seen one of these in stock on a website.
There's no way this is a real thing, right? Wait, tie-dyeexotic.com. I need to test this website now. Oh my gosh, wait, this is a real website, chat. What the heck? Tarantulas and spiders for sale. Okay, I feel like they're gonna start touching me. Yo, I've never been on this type of website before. This is pretty interesting though. What the hell? What? So this is where Terra Green be getting all these freaking animals from? These insects? Wait, I want to see if they have alien worm. Let's see if they have it. So they don't have the exact what it showed, but it's probably called something else. Scolopredo. What the fuck is this? What the hell? Oh, hell no. Okay, let's go back to the video, bro. I'm getting freaked out now. No, I need to get off this website. Hell no. It's gonna start crawling through the screen at this point.
Site before. How did this site randomly get 10? Who knows?
$149
I'm gonna buy
straight.
all 10, and then I can be one of the first people in the world to show off the insane abilities of these alien
Oh,
worms.
hell
So I
no,
checked these
bro.
bad boys out, and in a matter of days, I had received the
Chat, how y'all think Terra Green's house smells, bro?
so-called alien worms.
Yo, please tell me
Yo.
I did not get scammed with these things.
But I took out the packing material, and thankfully, these rare creatures were actually here.
Oh, it's the alien worms. Yo, I gotta get a closer look at these guys.
So I took the lids off of the containers that they were packed in and carefully moved one over to a damp paper towel. Instantly, we can see
They're
why
so
people call
weird.
them alien worms. They quite literally look like a mutant abomination between
I'll say it doesn't look real. It looks like freaking AI-ish or just something that's not supposed to be on this planet, bro. So I guess that does fit the description of being a quote-unquote alien.
a centipede and an earthworm, and their skin is lined with thousands of these tiny weird bumps. But of course, the weirdest part of these worms was revealed when I tried to move it with my tweezers. Almost instantly, it turned around and spat its alien slime all
He immediately busted on you, bro. He was not playing. He said, oh, you touching me? I'm gonna touch you back with my juice.
over them. Yup, out of these two front arms, the alien worm is able to
Nah.
straight up cover my tweezers in this sticky glue substance.
That was
they
fast
actually
as hell,
mainly
too.
use to glue prey to the ground so they can easily go up to them to eat them whole. It's something straight out of an alien movie.
And of course, I don't just have one of these worms. I have 10 of them. This is gonna be so fun.
To get started,
Yeah, imagine one of them just gets lost in the house, bro, and he's just sleeping, and all of a sudden he gets busted on, bro. It's like he thinks he's having a happy dream. Little does know he's gonna become late night dinner.
It's gonna be so fun.
To get started, we need to recreate the alien worm's
Why does it
natural
look like a PC
environment
case?
in this tank, which surprisingly is not actually some alien planet. These creatures
Aw,
actually
man.
live in the Central American rainforest. So I'm gonna be using some spray foam to make the background of this tank first. It's been a while since I've used it, but spray foam is the ultimate cheat code for rainforest tanks. Of course, because of the amazing ability to be able to stick stuff like dirt, sticks, and tons of other natural stuff to it to make it look, you know, natural. And once this
actually didn't know
background is
that.
looking pretty good, step 2.
That makes sense though, because like the foam makes it to where the dirt is just not everywhere. It just sticks on the foam, so it kind of doesn't really get messy and stuff. But also like, what did he say that it does though?
It's been a while since I've used it, but spray foam is the ultimate cheat code for rainforest tanks. Of course, because of the amazing ability to be able to stick stuff like dirt.
Yeah, you're just being able to stick stuff, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just putting the dirt directly in the tank. So yeah, I don't think it serves like a crazy purpose, but just being able to put the dirt without being super messy, I guess.
Sticks and tons of other natural stuff to it to make it look, you know, natural.
The worst part of school isn't the classes, it isn't homework, it isn't even when you have a new seating arrangement and you get put next to the kid who refuses to shower. Because the worst part of school was the moment you sat down at lunch, looked at your tray of food the lunch lady made, and realized if you eat this, your next meal is gonna be with the queen. The school cafeteria is a place where crazy things happen. And I can say that because one time we were served a meal so bad that it started a food fight. But before we can even talk about the food fight, we gotta talk about how every day would go in school when lunch started. Because the second the bell rang signaling that it was lunchtime, you would have thought the Hunger Games just began with how fast students would be running out of their classrooms all just to get some day-old pizza that had mold as the topping. And then you would flush it all down with chocolate milk so thick you could use it as slime. Now the reason everyone would run to lunch like they were trying out for the Olympics was because you wanted to be at the front of the line. This was very important because if you weren't at the front of the line, by the time you were up, they might have already run out of all the good food. Or I guess the not disgusting food, because none of it was actually good. And also, if you didn't get there early, you would have to be waiting in line for half of lunch while the rest of your friends are already sitting down, rizzing up the girls. And by rizzing up the girls, I mean looking at them for a split second and then saying to your buddies, "Bro, she definitely wants me." I remember on my very first day of middle school, the bell rang and immediately kids are sprinting outside of class like the light just went green at an F1 race. They're heading towards the cafeteria trying to be first, and I'm just sitting there at my desk still, wondering why everyone is going so fast. Like we're all gonna be getting the same food anyway, right? Well, I arrived to the cafeteria and I'm at the very back of this long line. Now keep in mind, this was my first day at a new school. I didn't know many of the students there, but back at my old school, how it worked was no matter where you were in line, you were getting the same food. Like they never ran out of it. So I'm standing at the end of this super long line and I asked the person in front of me if they knew what the food options were for today. And this kid's response is something I will never forget because he looks me in the eyes, dead serious, and goes, "It's either pasta or the mystery cup." The way he said it obviously made me curious, so I go, "Well, what's the mystery cup?" But he just responds with, "Hopefully you don't have to find out." He turns back toward his group of friends and starts talking to them. So now I'm in line waiting, super curious about what this mystery cup could be. But I should have just stayed curious because finally, when it was my turn to get food, I go up to the lunch lady and without asking what I would like or not like on my plate, instead, she just puts this cup on it. No pasta in sight, just the cup. And at first, I was excited. I love the mystery flavor of Airheads because you don't know what it is, and that's so exciting. So I'm sure I'll like this. But then, I actually looked at the cup, and it was gray. And no, the cup itself wasn't gray. Whatever food or liquid, I don't even know what you would call it, but whatever was inside of that cup was gray. It literally looked like cement. Now, although it did look like something a Fallout character would have to eat just to survive, I still wanted to try it because don't judge a food by its looks, right? Wrong. Always judge a food by its looks. Because when I took that first bite of this mystery cup, you know what it tasted like? I don't even know if this makes sense, but somehow it literally tasted like the color gray. It was a little bit salty, weirdly chunky, and had no positive flavor to it. After that first time trying it, I knew I would never try it again. I remember one time after this, the lunch lady gave me the mystery cup again because they were out of all the other food, and I immediately just threw it away. But a teacher saw me do this and she went, "Tyler, why are you throwing your food away? You know there's people out there starving, right?" Mrs. Garcia, I promise you eating that would kill someone quicker than starvation would. So what actually ended up being inside that cup? To this day, I still have no idea. And neither does anyone I ever asked about it. I guess that's why they call it the mystery cup. But you know what the most diabolical part of lunch was? It wasn't the mystery cup. It wasn't the chalky milk. Nah, It was the students who actually liked eating this stuff. Yes, these people actually existed. These criminals were the people I knew I couldn't trust. Because how are you gonna look at something that looks like this on your plate and then just be like, oh man, I can't wait to eat this. And okay, fine.
Scary TikToks. What if I did the whole video like this? Like I could literally do a reaction. This is insane. I've never. Whoa. Okay, hold on. I should probably turn on my lights. Hold on. Ow! Oh my blood. Hey. I don't know if you guys have ever seen me this high definition. This is weird. Okay. We're gonna film one reaction like this and see how we like it. But yeah, scary TikToks. Who's ready? This is a little too close, I'm not gonna lie. Let's start the first scary TikTok and see how this goes.
Registros aterradores del gemelo maldito.
Spanish? What? Ooh! Wait, that's her! That was her. Hold on, that was a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little. Oh, it's a doppelganger. That's literally her. Look, same shirt, same hat or hair. Whoa. Okay, we gotta stop this. I'm sorry. We got it. I'm sorry if you liked it, but okay. No, it's still. This is still too confusing. Okay, that's better. How we doing? How you guys doing today? It's time to get scared. There's more to this video. I think this is all doppelgangers. Maybe. Let's see.
De la amiga que estaba atrás. Decía,
I don't know what they're saying. If you guys know what they're saying, let me know. What's this video about? Wait, what? Wait, I've seen this clip, I think. These two friends knew that this was a doppelganger and not the real friend or whatever. I think I've seen this clip, but obviously there's no context because I don't know what they're saying in Spanish. But anyways, we're moving on to the next clip. Creepy. Have you guys ever seen a doppelganger? I feel like I'd get along with my own doppelganger, right? Kayla, stop